NIIVA, it is so good to see you. And it's been a long time since we've seen each other. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I'm wearing purple.
You are, and
Yes.
I definitely noticed.
Okay, just so you know, because I know that's one of your favorite colors, and I wanted to make sure that I am celebrating you because, like I said,
You're
it's been a while.
representing. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I
It's
gotta ask
still
you,
in my heart.
you know what? I gotta tell you something. One of my favorite pictures I've ever taken was with you and I when we were in Calgary. I think it was
Oh
Calgary. It
yeah.
was either Vancouver or Calgary for the Juno Awards. And we were coming out of the showcase that they would have with artists. And you came over and we were talking. We did a quick interview and we took a picture together. And you did this thing where you hugged me and you closed your eyes and you had this cute smile. I got to post that picture. It is absolutely one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken because it was just, I don't know. We just always have that connection. And I've always got big love and
Thank
respect for you.
you.
You know, it's always been
Totally
fun talking to you.
likewise.
How
Totally
have
likewise, and I miss you.
How was I ask you? How have things been going for you? Like with the pandemic going on and things like that. Because we got stuff to talk about, but I mean, just personally
Yeah,
though, how have things been going?
pretty good. Especially, I mean, I think everybody feels this way, or most people at least, but especially since coming out of quarantine and kind of getting back into the swing of things, everything feels a little bit more possible. Everything's a bit more within reach because it actually is, because you can actually do things. Definitely in a much lighter space, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, than during quarantine. But we're happy to report. You know?
No, just like I said, it's good to see you. It was funny because I was thinking to myself too, like when was the last time we saw each other? I was trying to figure out was it the interview or when we were TTC Idol judges together, which was so much fun.
I think that was one of the last few times. I don't know if it was the last time, but oh my God, it's funny you should mention it because just a few days ago I was thinking about that and I'm like, is that coming around again? Because if I don't get a phone call, I'm gonna have some questions. Like I'm not saying it's gonna break the friendship or anything, but I'm just gonna need some answers, okay? That was
I
so
honest,
much fun.
It was. I don't know. Because you, myself, Corey, we had a blast with this. I don't know if they're doing it again, but I always kept saying that if I ever have to do any kind of judging again, the two of you are the ones that I want together because, like I said, we had so
Thank
much of
you.
a blast. But you have been like the wow factor with you has been amazing. Let's get to what's been going on lately because two letters, the letter K and the letter P, have really been dominating your life for the last, I'd say, year. Why are those letters so important and what's been going on?
K-pop, one of my favorite things. So, yeah, right before 2020, so end of 2019, I was invited to go to a writing camp in Seoul. It was my first time going to Seoul, and it was with SM Entertainment, which is a K-pop label. And we spent like maybe 10 days there. I say we because, there was like writers and producers from pretty much around the world. And we spent like 10 days there just writing. I think we wrote over 30 songs altogether. Um, and it wasn't until a year later that I found out that one of the songs that I had co-written there was going to be released as the debut single, as like the launching single for SM's newest girl group, aespa. Obviously, bawled my eyes out when I found out, of course. Popped a champagne, as you do. Yeah, like I don't, it's like a little bit of a brag, but I'm really proud of it. So we're gonna mention it. We broke a couple records with that song, and then it was released on their second mini album, and that like topped the Billboard charts, like three of the charts. And it's
Wow.
just I say that not to brag, but it's been such an honor to be a part of it, and to see something that this little ditty that you wrote. And it's what I love about K-pop is how much they just commit to the whole thing. So the videos, the visuals, the costumes, the dances, the performance of it all, and like the theatrical aspect of it, it's just they fulfill the vision of the song to the utmost level. So and it's amazing to be a part of that. And then this year, just a couple weeks ago, I was invited to go back. So I was there for a second time with them again. It was great.
I love it. I'm so happy for you for this. So with that type of success, what was the drive for you in for your career now releasing music here in North America?
It kind of validated. um I don't know why, but I had never, when I first started out with my solo music career, I never really thought of myself as like an official songwriter. I'm like, I mean, I can co-write, and I can, obviously I co-write my songs, but I never thought of myself as like, oh, I'm a songwriter. Like, and it really validated. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. But it kind of validated that actually very much like the singer and the songwriter are very 50-50, very, they're equal parts of what I do. And I it's been amazing to kind of to grow in that. And so when it comes down to releasing my stuff, I'm just even more excited because then I get to really write and create something that is my own and my brand. And um yeah, yeah.
So we are talking about not just success there, but we're talking about some new success here because you have a new single. What's the new single called and what's it about?
I have a new single. It's called Friends, and it was inspired by mostly by the relationship that I'm in now. But um it's kind of like a friends to lovers scenario. It tends to happen to me, because I'm very picky with, or in the past I've been very picky with who I kind of get romantically involved with. I'm like not very easily impressed. Not that I'm like snooty or anything, but it's just I find little things kind of turn me off, and like I have very specific things that I'm looking for in a partner, especially doing what I do. Like I don't think people realize as an artist and as a creator, it's a different kind of life, and it takes a special kind of person to support that. But anyway, it's inspired by, you know, um, being friends with somebody first and getting to know them in that level, and then realizing bit by bit that actually, there's something more to it. I might feel a couple more things for you, than necessarily allowed in a platonic friendship. Um, and that's what that song is kind of about.
I love that. Can we just quickly run over that because what you said is really important. People understanding our business and not just the creative time, but what we have to do in public, what we do out there, and what did you find in the past? I don't want to get too personal, but what did you find in the past that, say, you were with somebody who was thinking one way, but then when they started seeing certain things, it turned out to be another way? Because let's face it, there are going to be times, dudes, there are going to be times where you may have to hold her purse and stand at the side because you're not allowed in the picture. Okay, that's reality.
That's right. I think in the previous ones, it's I've just noticed. I don't know. I don't want to put a label on it, but maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a case of insecurity on their end, or whatnot. The relationship I'm in right now, like we very much created this level of trust and respect to know that whatever happens, we have that trust in each other, and we have the security within ourselves to know that wherever you go, whatever you do, whether I'm there or not, our trust is there. And that's, oh my God, knock on wood, I don't like jinx my relationship right now. But yeah, in the past, it's not been. It's like as soon as one person's elevated, or I'll say I'm elevated and doing something, exciting. I've noticed kind of a recoil.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah.
Almost
So I don't know.
like
Maybe it's an insecurity
almost
thing.
like pull. Let me pull you back. Let me pull you back, kind of thing.
Yes. Bit of a leash situation. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah.
Crazy. Like I said, people got to understand how this business works. Even with pictures or whatever you might see, it's not what you always think because you got to understand what artists like you basically have to do. So, no, I
Yeah.
absolutely understand that. With a great single, does that mean an EP or an album? And also, are you going to be releasing do I call it your new home stage with the K-pop folks?
So in terms of an EP, I'm in the process of just like writing. I think the next little bit is just going to be singles.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would like to create kind of like a little package and bundle again, but it has to be the right songs. It has to be the right um collection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then what did you ask about K-pop?
Well, the fact that you've gotten so much success writing for basically other people, are you gonna be writing yourself and releasing down there?
Uh, I I don't think so. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the question.
No, well, I'm just saying though that the fact that you wrote and there was great
Mm-hmm.
success for that girl group, will
Mm-hmm.
you be releasing music there under your own name, there yourself writing songs? Because people are connecting there with your music. Why not release yourself down there?
You know what? Yeah, actually, in the last little bit, I think it may be because of the K-pop success. I'm not sure, but for example, with my song "Welcome Back" from my EP, something happened in the middle of this year. I don't know where and why, but Spotify Asia picked up that song,
Wow.
and it went from like it was literally maybe 40,000 streams on Spotify in April or May. It just passed a million, and a huge majority of that audience is Asia and the States. So it, I would love to go and like spend some time there and kind of release as me, you know. I would love to. I think that'd be super exciting.
I love it. Also, showcase is coming up for you, I do believe, sometime in November in Toronto. What's going on with
November
this?
15th.
Yeah, what's going on with this?
So on November 15th, my manager, his company, Rev Music, is putting on a showcase for all the artists that he manages and helps and takes care of, and me being one of them. I'm going to be performing, so I'm super excited. It's pretty much my first official show in Toronto, so very excited. Not only is it the first official show after quarantine, after I released my EP and all that, but pretty much the first official in Toronto. So it's huge. November 15th at the Rivoli.
I cannot wait for this. Look, I am so happy with your success. Before we go, what did oh actually hold on a second before I forget. Good, I got enough time. Because we're talking about the Halloween season right now. What
Yeah.
was your favorite Halloween costume? Just curious.
One that I've ever worn or in general?
And what you've worn.
What have I worn? Um, once. Oh, that's gonna be so cliche.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Your
Is
favorite is your
it?
favorite.
Okay, well there's two.
Okay.
And they're total polar opposites of each other. One of them is I dressed up as Esmeralda from The Hunchback of Notre Dame one time, like full skirt, like bells, whatever.
I can see
It
that.
was amazing. Like it was when my hair was still brown and like it it was perfect. And then one time I dressed up as a vampire, if you will. I think I was channeling more so like Celine from Underworld
Yes.
because I put in like contacts and everything. It was my first time wearing contacts. I was wearing a corset. It was phenomenal. Um, those two.
And what was your favorite Halloween candy that you got?
Um, I think it would have to that I've received. There's 2 ounces again that
Okay.
I've received. It's like the little chocolates, the like the Mr. Big bites.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and then but something I've bought for myself, and this is no one can convince me otherwise. Like this is by far the best candy in the world. It's actually from Dollarama, and it's their sour strawberry straws, and they're like filled with this like white icing thing.
Oh
Don't
wow.
even talk to me about anything else. It's the best candy in the world.
Love it. Last
That's it.
question. Last question. Any chance we're gonna get a chance to see you record some holiday music? Because as soon as Halloween's done, we're heading. I mean, they've already got the Christmas stuff out as we speak.
They
Any chance that
do.
you're gonna record Halloween a holiday song for us?
It's funny because Christmas is my favorite time of year. Like the holiday season is my favorite time. Um, we've talked about it. I don't have plans for this year as of yet, but I think it's definitely on the horizon for sure. I love Christmas. Michael Bublé, if Michael Bublé calls, I'm there. I'll record something with him, no problem. Whatever needs to be done, but as of right now, not yet.
All right. Well, fingers are crossed. So, congratulations on the new single.
Thank you.
Congratulations with all the K-pop stuff going on with you, and congrats on the big show coming up at the Rivoli. You are gonna tear it up. I know you will. Always big love for you, and cannot wait to hear what
Thank you
else
so
you're gonna be
much.
doing. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thanks, Rudy. Thanks for having me again.